What's going on, Beaches? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with some more APS. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to smash that subscribe button and understand that I post a ton of videos here all the time. But not only that, if you drop your question in the comments down below, I am looking forward to and I'm happy to feature you in an upcoming episode. Just use the hashtag AskPapaSwolio in the comments to be featured. And of course, right here on the channel is the Daily Swole podcast. And I go live every single day, and every single Sunday is Ask Papa Swolio Live. So the entire episode is all Q&A. So don't miss any of the episodes during the week, but on Sundays, if you like these videos, you're going to really like that one. To take questions from beginning to the end. So don't miss out on that. Okay, today we are talking to Linda Maria. And Linda asks, Papa Swolio, what do you think about sweeteners and cravings? I use erythritol and also have some extremely bad cravings for junk and especially sugar, but also a history of binge eating in general. Greetings from Germany. Well, thank you for your question. I don't like them. I don't think you need sweeteners. I think sweeteners are an excuse to get around the sugar issue, but it still triggers that kind of craving. It still is giving you that response of sugar. Whether or not it's impacting your blood is not really the biggest issue. It's the fact that it's telling your brain sweet, and it gives you this connection with sweet. And if you're sweetening things, a lot of times you're not eating the right shit anyway, or you're ruining the shit that you are eating. I mean, people think that just because, like, people put stevia in everything or erythritol. I mean, maybe in very small quantities, but when do you fucking need that? This is just what I'm saying, okay? I don't understand where people need these sweeteners. Like, where is this necessary? Where is it necessary to put in? Where do you need this stuff? I mean, if you're having like a pre-workout or something like that, it's better to get as natural and raw as possible. And if you have a little stevia, maybe that would be fine for you. But people use this kind of stuff as an excuse to just suck down whatever it is just because it comes from a plant or it comes from this. There's a lot of stuff that people have allergic reactions to and sensitivities and inflammation from. And I don't think sucking down fake sweet things is any better or different. I'd rather have the fucking real shit. If I'm gonna have something sweet, give me something fucking sweet. I'll eat some fruit. I mean, think of how sweet fruit tastes. It can taste very sweet when it's ripe, but artificial sweeteners are just, I think it's gross. Look, this is my opinion. I'm not fucking citing scientific research right now. You're asking me, so I'm telling you. But what do I think about it? I think that from what you're asking me, I'm not saying whether it's going to give you fucking cancer or not, but what do I think about it in relative to cravings? Here's my experience. Here's my opinion. And you all can comment down below what your thoughts are all on this. But I focus a lot on habits and those little habits and those links that we make. And I talk a lot about community. I'm going to kind of go off the path, but bring it back around. I talk a lot about community and that it's not just about eating junk food. Like, yeah, you're eating shitty food. You're making bad choices, but why? You're not going to be able to rely on willpower all the time. You're going to break after a while. You have to create discipline. And you need to. The first pillar of the 7 pillars of Swolenormous is community. It's your environment. Community, environment, same thing. Community, environment, mowing your lawn, getting rid of all this shit, unfollowing, unsubscribing, cutting out the noise, stop hanging around with negative people, all that stuff. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with, all that kind of stuff, including like all the other information that you allow in your life. Now, when it comes to food and making poor decisions, if you're hanging around with crappy people that are always trying to shove garbage in your throat and always offering you crap, it's going to be much harder to get on your new nutrition, to focus on eating properly, because if you're hanging around with all these people, your willpower is only going to last so long. You're putting yourself in an environment where you're exposed to this trash all the time. Not good. It's not good. It's not good. So you're associating food with celebration. You're associating food with friends. You're associating movies with food, watching TV with food, downtime and boredom with food. So anytime you have downtime, what do? You grab food. It's like smiling when you're in a bad mood. And because your body is used to smiling when you're happy, by smiling, you actually release those chemicals, those neurotransmitters that kind of make you lift your mood. Try it. It's because they're linked together habitually. That's the way it is. It's like Pavlov's dog. You know, you ring the bell every time you feed your dog. You start to ring the bell. The dog's like, starts salivating because the dog's like, hey, food's coming. It's association and it's habits. So you're linking these things together without even realizing it. That's why when you go to the movie, everyone eats this crap food. It's just you're associating this crap food with watching a movie, with not having anything to do. You can't just stare at a screen. You have to stare at a screen and fuck your face. So the same thing with sweeteners. Maybe you're not getting the impact on your blood sugar per se, and usually it's still small, like you still get one, but you're actually telling your brain sweet. So you're still creating these fucking cyclical pathways of, hey, when I eat food, it should taste like this. When I eat this, it should taste like this. And then of course, what happens? The amount of sweetener you put in is not enough. So then you put more in there, you put more in there. And a lot of these sweeteners can cause digestive issues, can cause diarrhea, can cause problems. And maybe a small amount might be okay, but I don't think it's not going to help you if you have these binges and these cravings for sweet, because you're giving yourself sweet. Seriously, your brain is not like thinking, oh my God, this isn't really sugar, this is erythritol, so we're not going to have cravings for junk anymore. Like, what are you trying to sweeten up? If you're trying to sweeten something up, I'll tell you what, if you're trying to sweeten up coffee, chances are you're not drinking good enough coffee, because you don't need that shit if you drink quality coffee. If you're putting in what, like where else are you putting erythritol in? I don't put erythritol on my grass-fed beef. I don't put erythritol on my strawberries when I eat them. I don't put erythritol on my sweet potato or stevia. It's like I always get really curious as to where people are actually using this. Why is this such an issue? I'm not talking shit about you, Linda. I'm just saying in general. So I definitely think these correlations matter a lot. And even though it might not have the same kind of net impact on your blood sugar, I don't think it's like, hey, all right, free for all. I think it's very dangerous. I think it's an excuse. I think it's a parallel path. And I think perpetuating those triggers is just as bad. You're not really solving the problem. You're just kind of giving a little smoke screen around it, but you're not getting to the heart of the issue, which is why you're still dealing with cravings. So I would check out my content here on the website or on the YouTube channel. You can also check out swolenormousx.com, Linda, if you want to download the 7 pillars of Swolenormous. It's free. It's right there at the top of the page. And you can also check out the blog there, or you can check out other videos here. Do a search, Swolenormous and elimination diet, if you want to learn more about cutting out inflammatory foods and foods that might cause sensitivities. It's very basic. It's very fundamental. And it's a process that will help you narrow down your ideal foods. And, if you're following all these 7 pillars, if you're not just focusing on the nutrition, pillar number 2, and you're focused on 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, you are going to get a very well-rounded approach to your health and wellness that can very, very, very effectively diminish those binges and those cravings because of the other aspects and those parallel aspects of your life that you're also conquering and that you're also improving. A lot of people just focus on nutrition and everything else is a hot mess. And it's like, well, everything works together. Everything works together like the elements of a rope. It's all twined in together. It all matters. So thank you so much for your question, Linda. I hope that helped. And Linda, when you watch this video, if you see it, make sure you comment down below with some more context, and I would be happy to pin it to the top of the comments section, and then people can follow up with that. So I really like to do that. If your question is answered and you see it, make sure you comment down below with more context if required, or maybe your follow-up or more detail or your thoughts on my answer. And maybe there's more context that would help with the answer to have been better, perhaps, because obviously you can only ask or answer or ask so much in the question. So thank you so much, and make sure that you drop your question in the comments down below to be featured on the next upcoming episode, or one of them, of Ask Papa Swole. Again, questions down below with that hashtag, and I will see you real soon for some more APS. Remember to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of the Daily Swole podcast, where you can ask me questions as well. And of course, like I said at the beginning, every single Sunday is an Ask Papa Swole live full podcast, all Q&A. So join me there, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with